The book of Genesis chapter 31. Jacob flee from Laban. Jacob heard that Laban's sons were saying, Jacob have taken everything our father owned, and has gained all the wealth from what belonging to our father. And Jacob noticed that Laban's attitude toward him was not what it had been. Then the Lord said to Jacob, Go back to the land of your father and to your relative, and I will be with you. So Jacob sent word to Rachel and Leah, and come out to the field where his flock were. He said to them, I see that your father's attitude toward me is not what it were before, but the God of my father has been with me. You know that I've worked for your father with all my strength. Yet your father has cheated me by changing my ways 10 times. However, God has not allowed him to harm me. He said the sprinkled one will be your wage. Then all the flock gave birth to sprinkled young. And he said the sprinkled one will be your wage. Then all the flock bore sprinkled young. So God had taken away your father's livestock and were given them to me. I breeding season, I once had a dream in which I looked up and saw that the male god mating with their flock were stricken, pricked, and spotted. The angel of the God says to me in the dream, Jacob, I answered, Here I am. And he said, Look up and see that all the male god mating with the flock are stricken, pricked, and spotted. For I have seen at that level has been due to you. I am the God of Bethel. When you anointed our pillar and when you made a vow to me, now leave this land at once and go back to your native land. Then Rachel and Lynn replied, Do we still have any share in the inheritance of our father's estate? Do he not regard us and for foreigner? Not only has he holds his shoulder, but he has you up what go paid for us. Surely all the wealth of the God took away from our father belong to us and our children. So do whatever God has told you. Then Jacob put his children and his wife on camel, and he drove all his livestock ahead of him, along with all the good he had accumulated in the Padan Aram, to go to his father Isaac in the land of Canaan. Then Laban had gone to share his sheep. Rachel's own her father's household God. Moreover, Jacob received Laban the Aramean by not telling him and were running away. So he fled with all his head across the Euphrates River and headed for the hill country in Gilead. Laban pursued Jacob. On the third day, Laban was told that Jacob had fled, taking his relative with him. He pursued Jacob for 7 days and caught up with him in the hill country in Gilead. Then God came to Laban in the dream at night and says to him, Be careful not to say anything to Jacob, either good or bad. Jacob had pitched his hand into the hill country and Gilead when Laban overtook him, and the Laban and his relative camped there too. Then Laban said to Jacob, What have you done? What have you done? You are deceived me, and you are carried up my daughter like captive in war. Why did you run up secretly, deceive me, and didn't you tell me, so I could send you away with joy and singing to the music of timbrel and harp? You didn't even let me kiss my grandchildren and my daughter goodbye. You have done a foolish thing. I have the power to harm you, but last night the God of your father says to me, Be careful, do not say anything to Jacob, neither good or bad. Now you have gone off because you longed to return to your father's household. But you steal my God? Why did you steal my gods? Jacob answers Laban, I wasn't afraid because I thought you could take your daughter away from me by force. But if you find anyone who have your God, that person shall not live in the presence of our relative. See for ourselves whether there is anything of your here with me, and if so, take it. Now Jacob did not know that Rachel has stolen the gods. So Laban went into the goat tent and into the lean tent and into the tent of the two female servants, but he found nothing. After he came out of the lean tent, he entered Rachel's tent. Now Rachel had taken her household gods and put them inside his camel saddle and was sitting on them. Laban searched through everything in the tent but found nothing. Rachel said to her father, "Don't be angry, my lord. That I cannot stand up in your presence. I am having my period." So he searches but could not find the household god. The god were very angry and took Laban to task. "What is my crime?" he asked Laban. "How have I wronged you that you hunted me down and that you have searched it through, oh my God? What have you found that belonged to your household? But here is the front of your relative and mine, and let them judge between the two of us. I have been with you for 20 years now. Your sheep and goat have meat and not miscarried, nor haven't eaten ram from your flock, and did not bring your animal torn by wild beasts. I bore the Lord's measure and your demanded payment from me, and whatever was stolen by day or night. This was my situation, the heat of the summer, me in the daytime, and the cool at night, and sleep fled from my eyes. It was like this for the 20 years I were in your household. I worked for you 14 years for your two daughters and 6 years for your flock, and you changed my wage 10 times. If the God of my father, the God of Abraham, and the fear of Isaac had not been with me, you would surely have sent me away empty-handed. But God has seen my hardship and the toil of my hand, and last night he rebuked you. Laban answers Jacob, the woman are my daughter, the children are my children, and the flock are my flocks. All you see is mine. Yes, what can I do today about this daughter of mine, or about the children they have born? Come now, let's make a covenant, you and I, and let us serve as the witness between us. So Jacob took the stone and set up as a pillar. He said to his relative, "Gather some stone." So they took some stone and poured them in a heap, and they ate there by a heap. Laban called it Zerah Sahadutha, and Jacob called it Laban said, "This heap is the witness between you and me today." That is why it was called Gad. It was also called Mizab, because he said, "May the Lord keep watch between you and me when we are away from each other. If you mistreat my daughter, or if you take a wife beside my daughter, even though no one is with us, remember that God is a witness between you and me." Laban also said to Jacob, "Here is the heap, and here is a pillar I have set up between you and me. The heap is a witness, and the pillar is the witness. That it will not go past this heap and your side to harm you, and that you will not go past a heap and pillar to my side to harm me. May the God of Abraham, the God of Nahor, the God of father, judgment between us." So Jacob took an oath in the name of the fear of the father Isaac. He offered sacrifice there in the hill country and invited his relative to the meal. After they had eaten, they spent the night there. Early the next morning, Laban kissed the grandchildren and his daughters and blessed them. Then he left and returned home. We just finished chapter 30 of the book of Genesis. Amen.